So, found myself today just needing a little pick me up. And when I feel that way, the first thing that I know I can do is do my hair. um, I love just going with the flow with it. You guys already know I hardly ever retwist my hair and I could care less. But it's nothing like when it's freshly retwisted. Like it really just boosts my mood. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna take you along with me while I make myself some flaxseed gel. And then I'm going to retwist and show you how I do it. So let's go. So while I'm waiting for my gel to cool and get to room temperature, I'm gonna go ahead and have me a little lunch break because I'm gonna need some energy. So I washed my hair a few days ago, so today I'm going to retwist from dry hair. My hair is clean because I washed it a few days ago. I don't feel like retwisting my whole head. I don't. I feel like spending about 20 to 30 minutes and then being done. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna retwist the front. So how I do that is by ponytailing the back. Then this is what I'm going to retwist. And I'm gonna retwist it back into the ponytail. So when I'm feeling bougie, I will spray with rose water to dampen my roots. This is not rose water. It's just regular water. I'm not bougie today. Um, so we're just gonna dampen my roots a little bit to make it easy to just kind of separate my locks. Okay. My gel is nice and cooled. I like to retwist out of this container. And what I do is just grab some of it with my finger like this, about this much, till it's not dripping. And that's how much I use to retwist each lock. So I like to, it's like a forest. It is like a forest up here, y'all. But let's go. So I gotta find my way to one lock, y'all. I gotta move all these other hairs out of the way. Find my way to one lock. I'm gonna take my flaxseed gel and just kind of saturate my roots with it, smooth it down, and then I'm just gonna twirl it with my fingers like that. And I like to twirl down the length of the lock a little bit so that, oh, can y'all see that? Probably not. That's better. So I saturated the roots and then I twirl down the length of the lock, and you can see how together that looks. And then I just stick it back into the ponytail. So let's go. It is 4:56 on my end. Let's see how long this takes me to just retwist the front. Saturate the lock. Then twirl. You know, a lot of people interlock, and I don't because I just have a lot of hair, y'all, and I don't be feeling like being in my hair, like at all, at all, at all. So when I retwist, it needs to be quick, it needs to be easy and done. Um, my arms get tired just from doing this, so I can just imagine how tired I would be with interlocking, and I never even attempted. I have gotten my locks interlocked before though, one time, but that was when someone else did my hair. My good friend Yanni, the loccologist, the one and only loccologist. Shout out to Yanni. I'm tired already. I'm tired already. I'm hot too. My goodness. All right. Progress. Progress it is. At least the front will be done, and I look halfway decent. And so what I'm gonna do after I finish retwisting this is I'm gonna tie it down with my edge scarf and leave the edge scarf on until the hair is completely dry. So I might leave it on till like tonight or maybe even tomorrow, but it depends on what I'm doing, because I don't, if I, sometimes I do this when I'm like on my way to an event, so it is what it is. It won't last as long, But if I want it to last, then yeah, it would make more sense to tie it down. And of course, I wear my bonnet at night to try to prolong the style. But with me, regardless, my styles, my retwists don't last that long because I wash my hair often. Because for me, I don't go by how long the style will last. I go by how often my scalp needs to be washed. So if my scalp needs to be washed once a week, I'm washing it once a week, and I am not retwisting weekly. I am not. Just know that. Okay, it's only been a few minutes and we are in there. So you can see when I get down to it, you can see if it looks frizzy in any way, I grab some more gel. Oop, dropped it. I grab some more gel until it looks sleek. Stick that back in the ponytail. I'm sorry if I'm breathing heavy, y'all. This is okay. But see, after it's done, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm gonna be so happy. That's what I want. So it's kind of like, this is so weird. I like to retwist my locks in order to like lift my spirits sometimes, but at the same time, retwisting my locks just gets on my nerves. So you gotta look at the light at the end of the tunnel, child. Not right now. Not right now, but in about 20 minutes, I'm gonna be happy that it's done and I'm gonna feel good. Because I dampened my roots a little bit before I started, I'm not gonna need to pop my locks at all. Not gonna need to separate them because they are separated pretty well. I hope y'all can see well. I haven't recorded in a long time. I don't even have a protocol to follow. Okay, that I had to pop that. But this is what happens when I am not totally patient, when I really don't feel like doing this and I do it anyway. It leads to having to pop some locks. If you really just take your time, make sure your roots are damp, you won't need to do that. You see that flaxseed gel dripping down my arm? I'm not gonna waste that. I'm gonna put that right back in there. And I kind of know the feel, but I can feel when I need a little bit more gel. And I can feel when I need to go further down the lock to get a more sleek retwist. Oh my God, look at this, y'all. We are rolling. We are really rolling. I mean, if you wanted to take a comb and part and get fresh parts, you can do that. I don't really care about that. So I just separate wherever it feels natural to do so. And I have a lot of grays, so sometimes it might look like there's missing hair, but it's actually gray hair. Like this one at the roots, lots of grays. Put that in the back. Okay, we are almost done with this side. This was a lock that I combined earlier on in my lock journey. It used to be like 2 or 3 different locks. So the root is a little bit different than the rest of them. I kind of have to gather my roots on this one. They're kind of wild, but it's one of my favorite locks. Okay. Whew. I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing it vaguely. Whew. I'm gonna need some water in a sec. Um, I do not retwist often. I don't. Like, and what does that mean? Often can mean different things for different people. But for me, like I said, I wash right now every week or every 2 weeks. And I do not retwist every time. I retwist maybe every fourth time I wash. However, I will do this quick front edge retwist if I just need to get myself together real quick. I will do this and just, that's it. Like the back, we're talking about afro at the root. And I'm okay with that. And I don't feel like it's noticeable. I mean, if you didn't want it to be noticeable, I don't really care. But I put a headband on sometimes just to not make this, I got a lot of hair at the root. So that's another reason why tying it down kind of helps to make the style look more sleek. And also, I actually like to not retwist immediately after I wash. Like, I love this dry retwist and just spraying my roots with water and then retwisting with flaxseed gel. This really, really works for me. Like, I feel like I can really snatch my roots like this. I know you can tell because look at the difference between this and that snatched baby. Even the gray hairs are behaving. Look at that. Look at Mama Gray's. They are behaving, honey. All right. Halfway. 11 minutes. So we talking about 20 minutes for just a front edge retwist. You can't beat that. Look at these hair. This hair is just out. Did you see my disrespectful grays? They're like, what Loc? No. But using this method, I can snatch them. See how it looks like there's no hair there, but it's actually gray. One day, all of my hair will be gray, and I'm actually okay with it. I've never wanted to dye my hair because I don't know if you can tell, but my texture is not easy to work with outside of locks. It's not like a wash and go type hair texture. So I know, given women in my family who I've seen color their hair, I know that it might last for a short time, but that would be something I would have to keep up on a very regular basis. And I'm just not into regular maintenance like that. I need ease. I need lots of ease with my hair care. Simple and non-chemical. So you see I'm switching sides now because this is just an easier way to hold my arms, but I'm still twisting in the same direction. So a way that I don't forget which direction to twist in is I just start this way, and then I switch to this hand so it's already in that direction. You know what I mean? Let me show you. Let me show you. Saturate the root. This is another one that I've combined many times over the years. So I think this one used to be like 3 lux right here. You can tell at the roots. Look at the root. Like that used to be a lot. That wasn't just one. So what I do is I start in the same direction as if I would have been going this way, and then I just take this hand and do it. Now I know this is the way. I don't like it. Sometimes I have to, like the way that it's twisted, that's how it's gonna look when it dries. So I try to make sure I twist it exactly how I want it. One and done. Okay. I'm gonna end up doing that one over, but I'll have to go look in the mirror for that. Okay. So sometimes I can look and see, oh, I should have added one more. So guess what? I'm gonna do it. Just gonna take it out from right here. Actually, 1, 2, and 3. These should be twisted. So we're just gonna add these 3 in the mix so that it looks more uniform. Oh my goodness, y'all, I got so much hair at the roots. It's hard to separate it. It probably would be easier with a comb, but I don't use a lot of tools when I'm doing my own hair. I don't want to. My hair is coarse, so when it sounds like it's snapping, it's not. It's not. Yeah, that's much better because then it won't be a big puff right there. Um, and so just because I'm retwisting the front doesn't mean I have to only retwist the front, meaning I could decide later on tonight or tomorrow or the next day to just go ahead and do the back. And then really it feels a lot easier because half of it is already done. Well, this ain't half, but the front is already done. Oh, we're getting a little crowded over here, y'all. I am not doing as well as a job with this left side as I did with the right. The right is sleek, honey. What's happening over here? See, that's when I begin tired and lazy. Okay. I'm not going for perfection though. Ooh-wee. All right. Started off in the right direction and now follow up in that same direction. Okay, just a handful to go. I might. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't recommend that. See, I got the kind of hair where I can do that, and it don't even matter, child. It's gonna go right back. But I don't recommend that. Be gentle. Be nice to your hair. She needs you. All right. You could, if it starts to, be hard to separate, then just dampen your roots and just gently pull them apart. You take your time, just like you would take your time if you're cornrowing hair or whatever you're doing. You have to take your time to make sure that your parts and your loose hairs are where you intend for them to be. But when you're trying to be quick, then do what you do. All right. Oh my gosh, almost there, almost there. I'm about to do a dance. I don't know how hot I am right now. The next time I see you guys, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my undercut that I had and explain what's going on with it right now. But that's for another time. That didn't hurt. I just don't like to hear that sound. See, these gray hairs are so, I won't say disrespectful. They're just independent. You know, they grown women, the gray hairs. They know what they're doing. They know what they want to do, and they do it. I'm okay with that. I just got to work around it. Okay. I know I'm going to be doing a couple of these over because they just don't look sleek enough for me. Well, let's get done what we can get done so far. Ooh, I just dipped that lot in the flaxseed gel. All right, here's another one where you have all those grays at the root. Wow. Wow, that was exactly 20 minutes, by the way. Exactly. Even though I'm going to do a couple of these over. This one. It's because of the grays that they're just not going to cooperate as well. Oh well. And then this one, oh, let's see, this needs to be twisted too. Let's do that one. So I thought I was done, but now I'm just refining it, you know, just going back. Got to coordinate. Sometimes it's a couple of more that will just make it look more uniform. And this is for me, not anybody else. So I'm just doing it to where I would like to see it. Like, I really don't care if everybody knows that the back isn't done, but I want to look decent for myself. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, this is good. See, I could keep going. Like, when do I stop? Next thing you know, I'm retwist my whole head. But this one right here, I feel like, let's do this one too. It's not really much rhyme or reason to it, except I just go by how I feel when I look at it. Okay. And this one. So let's say 25 minutes after I finish playing in it. Okay, I'm at my max when it comes to being hot. This is taking me out. So I'm gonna stop right here. Oh, straighten those out. Put them tightly in there. And then I'm just gonna go through the back and just pull these, not tight, not very tight, but just make sure that they're smooth and not loose. Not loose. Not tight, but not loose. Okay. I'm gonna go grab my edge scarf so I can tie this down, and then I'm gonna let it dry under my edge scarf. Now really I could go out just like this, and I do most of the time, but I want it to last. It's pretty hot outside, so it won't take, I'm about to go outside, so it's not gonna take long for my hair to dry, and it'll just dry faster and smoother if I tie it down and let it dry with that, especially in the sun. So you can see what my roots look like right now. And I'm gonna tie it down and then show you what it looks like after. I have plenty of flaxseed gel left, enough for my next twist out or my daughter's braid out. So I'm just gonna stick that in the fridge and take it out and let it get room temperature for next time. So it's later on in the day and it's completely dry. Let's see how we did. I'm really happy with how this turned out. As you can see, you can get away with just doing the front edges. Don't worry yourself about doing it all every time. Or, like I might do, I just might retwist the rest back here, because I always find it just to be a little bit easier to do once this part is already done. Half the battle, you know?